What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today, we're going to be talking about which WWE superstars could do well in the UFC. A flip around of a video that I made about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, talk about which UFC fighters could do well in the WWE. So we're going to do our best to list 5 wrestlers that I could see doing well in the UFC. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe as we always keep pumping out content like this. Hope you guys enjoy. And without further ado, let's get into it with number 1. First up on the list, we got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This guy is massive. Like, this dude might actually be on steroids. Like, I don't know. But it'd probably be super easy for him to be in the UFC. Like, he's already on the board of directors of TKO, which is the parent company of both WWE and the UFC, which means he's above Dana White, which I'm pretty sure he could pull some strings. And he already has like a history with the UFC. I think he was there for the he put the belt around Jorge Masvidal when the BMF title was introduced for the bout against Nate Diaz. So he already has history there. The dude's an athlete. He's a freakish athlete. We know about his time in WWE, but a lot of people also don't know that he was a college football player. Didn't go very far because he had to retire early due to injury. But yeah, the dude could probably do well in the UFC. I could see it. He could probably be in the heavyweight division. He probably packs a punch. Like I said, the dude is massive. So yeah. Next up, we got Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. This dude legit won a gold medal at the Olympics. It's not just a storyline for WWE. It was serious. And he did it with a broken neck. That just goes to show how tough this man is. And he's broken his neck multiple times in his WWE career. Like, it's crazy how many surgeries he's had. And even still, like, if you see him today, like, he looks as stiff as a board. Like, I think he has to turn his whole body. I don't think he could turn his neck. So, but like, yeah, this dude could have easily made it into MMA. Would he have done well? I don't know, because MMA wrestling is different than, regular wrestling. But hey, out of a roster of a lot of people, Kurt Angle definitely could have done it. Following him, we've got Bobby Lashley. Now, I'm kind of going to cheat with this one because Bobby Lashley has already competed in MMA. He has a record of 15-2. He's competed in organizations like Bellator and Strikeforce, so he has MMA experience. You can see he has a winning record, so that's why I would say that he would do well in the UFC, or I could see him in the UFC. Especially when he was younger. Now he's in the WWE. I don't really know what he's doing right now, but he's another freak of nature, like Brock Lesnar, like The Rock. Like, this dude is brawholic. Like, I swear, people call him the Black Brock Lesnar. Like, if you look up Black Brock Lesnar on Google, a picture of Bobby Lashley will show up. True story. I'm not even lying to you, guys. You can do that. Do it yourself. And the dude's been in the U.S. Army for like 3 years. So I don't know why he was discharged or whatever, but he's a tough guy. He's been in the Army. He has Army experience, MMA, wrestling. This guy can do it all. So I could see him in the UFC. Next person up is Logan Paul. Now, this one might come as a shock to some of you, especially if you don't know much about Logan Paul. But Logan Paul has actually had an amateur background in wrestling. In high school and also college, and he also ranked 5th place in like some state championship in 2013. So he was pretty high level for an amateur back when he was a teenager, back in his early days. He also has an amateur and professional boxing background. Very limited fights, not the best competition. Fighting KSI twice, Dylan Dennis, which was just there to be a punching bag, and he fought Floyd in an exhibition. I don't even know if you could really count that, but he's been wanting to fight in the UFC. Like, he's made it very clear. He had Dana White on his podcast, and he asked him, he was like, Dana, if I could find the clip, I'll edit it in here. He was like, Dana, would you let me fight in the UFC? He said something like that. And Dana was like, I'm not saying no. He's like, I'm not saying no. He's like saying that as he's drinking a sip of Prime. So maybe he could be in the UFC. It's possible. Prime and UFC already have that partnership. So I could definitely see Logan Paul want to do it one day, especially with how crazy he is. He's an entertainer. His brother's doing the boxing thing. So could I see Logan Paul in the UFC? Hell yeah. All right, last but not least, we've got Batista. You can say I'm probably cheating with this one because he does have one MMA fight under his belt, being a win via TKO. But I mean, the fight was a long time ago. Like if you try to look up fight footage of that fight, it's like it's so blurry. I don't even really remember the fight. Like I remember looking it up when I was making this video, and I've had this video on the back burner for like 2 months. So I forgot what the fight even looked like, but he got the win nonetheless. He's another brawholic dude. Like this dude is massive. Just look at the picture of him when he was young. Imagine that young Batista doing MMA. Obviously not now. He's old. He's acting. And the only reason he retired from MMA was to focus on his acting career. So, thank God he did that because he gave us Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. So Batista, you're goated. Thank you for that. But yeah, he probably could have been in the UFC. I mean, they saw the success they had with Brock Lesnar. They probably would have wanted to replicate it with another big dude like Batista. So yeah, why not? Batista in the UFC. And that is my list of WWE superstars that could make it in the UFC. Now that you're at the end of this video, you're probably thinking, why is Dominic Mysterio in the thumbnail if he's not on this list? Well, he does have an X next to him, so he wouldn't make it. He's not on the list. I just put him in a thumbnail because he's a popular superstar right now. I wanted to click. I clickbait, but not really because he's not on the list, and I kind of alluded to it in the thumbnail. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, if you want more content like this. As always, you guys stay blessed. You guys stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Peace.